Hello, everyone. It's William here from Allegory Gallery, and I am at Allegory Gallery today. This is where I landed today. Sometimes I land at Star Cottage Studios, sometimes I land at the house. Today I've landed at Allegory Gallery for the end of the day here. And I wanted to show you a few of the newest things we've added to the online store. Now I know I'm coming to you a little late, so we'll give a little bit of time. We'll do a little chit chat as we normally do to let people filter in, because we had an influx of people come in right at the end of the day. So that was nice to see some friends really that we haven't seen for a very long time. So if you're watching out there, thank you for stopping in. It was good. It was a good day. It was nice to see people again. It is sunny here again in Ligonier at about 57 degrees, which is beautiful for springtime. Springtime, beautiful time, right? Hope so. It went from snowing, we had about an inch of snow, and now we're all green again. So flowers are out, daffodils are blooming, tulips are coming up. It's a beautiful time to be in Western Pennsylvania here. And we hope all is going well for all of you out there. If you are out there, please say hi. I hope you're having a good day. And what we're going to do is we're going to show you some of the newest things, like I said, that we've just put into the online store recently. One of those things is Sari Silk. It's recycled Sari Silk that has been dyed. It's taken into strips and then dyed and then taken into strips, and then it's packaged. And I have a lot of it here to show you today. People have been waiting for that, I think. We've put all of our other silk, I think, into the online store. We have the side stitch silk, we have the tubular silk, now we have the Sari silk, which was one of the last holdouts. A lot of people would see the basket. I have a basket of Sari silk that sits behind me here, and some people would see that in our videos and ask if we have it, and then they would never write. We'd say, yes, just write us, send us an email, and we'll send you pictures of what we have. And then no one ever wrote. So we found that doesn't work. So we've decided to put it in the online store. That was the goal all along. It just took us a while to get there. So we have a lot of the Sari Silk, not all of it, but a good bit of it in the online store. And we also added Irish waxed linen into the online store. So these are all in the stringing materials section. And I think they're really fun. We added some pendants and things here too, so I'm going to show you those really quickly as well. Oh, it's been a busy day. How about you out there? What have you all been doing? How's your day going? How's your week starting? I guess we're not really starting. We're halfway through. To me, it feels like the week's starting because I had my other job yesterday, and it feels like a new week. Every Wednesday kind of feels like a new week to me, but it is Wednesday. So how's your week going? I didn't get to see you yesterday. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. Can't complain too much on a beautiful day like this. It's sunny, it's warm. I'm going to be going after this. I'm going to Lowe's, probably, to pick up some stuff we need to continue moving the stuff behind this wall over to Star Cottage Studio. We are trying very hard to get everything over there. And I know shipments have been delayed a little bit because some of the things are already over there. So it's hard for us to ship them when they're not here. And I tried to let everybody know on these lives that things are a little bit delayed, especially the AG fine pewter line. We haven't shipped a lot of that yet. One, because our helper was out for a while, and two, because we're trying to not move it here to the store so that we don't have to move it all back. There's like 16 large, heavy boxes of pewter. And it would be hard. We couldn't fit it here, actually. It would take up this whole room probably, at least to get it organized and set out. So we are shipping everything that doesn't have AG fine pewter in it that we possibly can. So those orders are going out still. AG fine pewter is waiting until we get all this stuff moved over to the cottage. We thought we would have it done today. Today was the goal, but then we had 2 days of horrible weather, and our van does not do well on slick and icy roads. So we did not go to Lowe's to pick up all the wood and timber that we need to continue constructing the space at Star Cottage Studio. So I'm going to do that, I think, tonight. After this, I'll be getting that, and then we'll be working probably tomorrow and Friday and throughout the weekend probably on getting that space now finished. And then hopefully by next week, we'll have all of this stuff out of here, and over at Star Cottage Studio, we'll be able to remove this wall or at least push it back. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. And we'll have lots more space in here, lots more space. So I'm excited about that. I've been excited about that for a while. Also because I need more space in here because we're going to start classes up again. Classes are going to start here in mid-May, and we have to have all this stuff done, out of here, rearranged, and we need another table in here. And if not another table, at least we need something in here to take up some space, some kind of something that we can put stuff on, right? We have so many specimens and crystals and fossils that are not in the store. So if nothing else, even if we don't have a second class table, we will have we'll have a space to put some of that stuff, I hope. So lots going through our minds. We just have to kind of get the build out done so that we can move all this stuff over to Star Cottage Studio, and then we will have space to breathe and to do things and to make things and to be creative. Because right now our creative spot is very enclosed. If I showed you what is around me down on the floor and all around me, it's not a very creative inducing atmosphere. So we're hoping to change that. We're going to change that. So that's the goal. So if you have a G fine pewter and you're wondering where the heck is my order, why haven't you shipped it yet? One, please know, especially if you're new to us, we are a very, very, very small business. We have one person that sometimes comes in and helps us ship. Otherwise, it's me. During the Great Bead Extravaganza, we had an influx, a huge influx of orders. And so things are going out slower right now because my one helper went on vacation for a while, for like 2 weeks. So that's part of it. And the other one is we are in flux right now. We just have to get the space set up over at Star Cottage Studio because there are literally hundreds and hundreds of bins of the pewter. And so those bins have to be they have to be set up in numerical order in a place where we can easily pull from them and, you know, pick orders from them. And we're just not there yet. It's like real warehouse stuff that we're trying to get to. So we're going to get there in time. We'll get there. So let's see. I just saw Susan talking about her order arrived. Lovely as always. Started a new necklace and have ideas for more earrings. Nice. I'm glad. Marianne, who needs to drive on icy roads unless absolutely necessary? Yes. You know, we hate to make your orders delayed, but risking driving on icy roads for like a 2-day delay, an extra 2 days, I don't think that's going to hurt anyone. And we've already said if you do have like a really important order or you need your order out, absolutely must have it, then I can dig around in all the boxes and try and find your order if I need to. And literally that's what it is. It's opening a box, looking at all the bins and the numbers on the bins to see if that's the number I need. If I don't need that number, I close the box, I open the next box. Nothing is categorized as far as numerically yet. So that's why I'm asking if you can hold, if you're okay, please hold. But if you absolutely need it, do let us know, send us an email, and we'll be happy to try and get it out to you as quickly as we can. I think that's it. I think that's it for my talk for today. I don't have a lot to say because, like I said, I have a lot of other things to do in the meantime. We have to, like I said, I have to go to Lowe's tonight and get the timber we need to build out stuff. I'm also buying extra timber because I'm going to be helping my mom build another little doggy ramp. Some of her dogs are getting older and they're having a harder time on the stairs in and out of her house. So every once in a while, we build a little doggy ramp. We've done 2 so far, one for her front porch and one for inside her house. We built a little ramp that helps them get up on the couch or up on her chair with her. So now we have to do the back door because the back door is one that they go out sometimes by themselves. She has a doggy door. So they can go out into a little fenced off area. And so we're going to do a little doggy ramp again. So I have other timber that I'm going to be buying for her as well. So I'm going to be picking that up tonight. I don't know if we'll get back over to the cottage to do a lot of stuff tonight. Andrew was up all night. I don't think he's going to be joining us on this live today. I don't think he's out there because he told me, he says, I really want to watch your live, but I'm very, very tired. I actually thought he was at home last night, and he wasn't. He went back over to the cottage last night, all night long. I don't know if you saw, he did this really cool piece of metal work of his profile, of his silhouette, which is really cool and kind of ties into the forest theme that he did with the earrings. If you saw his pink sapphire earrings that he did. And I really think it's a cool piece. I don't know if you've seen it. If you go to his Instagram, Andrew T. Thornton 100, you can see his silhouette that he did, and the earrings if you missed them. I think it's a really cool thing. He started it on paper last night. I woke up in the middle of the night. It was probably, I say the middle of the night, it was really early morning. It was probably about 5 a.m. About 5 a.m. And he had cut out a paper sculpture of his portrait, and he was playing with it, shining the light on it and showing the shadow, and it looked just like, it was spooky. It looked just like he was standing there in the shadows. And so I didn't know what he was doing. Of course, that's usually the way of things. I mostly don't know what he's doing until it's done. So if y'all ever feel bad because you're like, he showed us something, but we don't know what he's doing with it yet, don't feel bad. That's my whole life, pretty much. And I think he's very much like that. In case something doesn't work out, then you can't say, where's that? Why didn't you finish that? Because then I don't know that anything should be finished or needs to be finished, right? So if you haven't seen that, Andrew T. Thornton 100 on Instagram, go over there, check it out. He probably posted it on his Andrew Thornton artist page on Facebook as well. I think he put it in the reels today there on Facebook. So you can check that out. It's a really cool piece, I think. You know, something that looks kind of simple, but took him literally all night to get done. And I think it's really cool. So if you didn't see that, check that out. He's been busy. I doubt he's going to be, he probably will go over to the cottage tonight, but it'll probably be much later than I'm going to think about going over to the cottage. So we'll probably miss our building session tonight is what I'm guessing, because I don't know how long it's going to take me to get all this wood and get it all hauled up and set up and probably unloaded tonight. So yeah, that's that. I have to pick up a few things for Mother's Day. Mother's Day is coming up, right? I'm very lucky to still have my mother around and Andrew's mother. So I have a few things I need to pick up for Mother's Day. And that is it, I think. That's kind of my night tonight. So I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're having a good day. Do you have plans for this evening? Let me know in the comments if you have plans. How did you like Andrew's demo yesterday? Did you all see Andrew's demo? If you didn't see it, he made this cool necklace. You can add little charms to it, kind of like a charm necklace. It was really, really cool. And I caught part of it on my drive home. That's usually because I leave my other job just usually, I stayed a little longer last night, but I usually leave my job just about when Andrew's starting his live. So on the drive home, I usually catch at least some of it. But we live in an area where there's not always cell service all the way. So I do miss parts of it. But I did see most of it. I try and rewatch some when I can, but you know, life is busy, right? So I hope you liked it. That is something that Andrew has done, and it's always one of those things that it's so cool because no matter when he does it, it's always different, right? Because you're using different things or you're in a different mindset and different things are calling to you. So all the little dangles and all the little things that you can add, it's always different. And it always is very personal, right? It depends what is striking you personally at that moment in time. So I think it's really cool. And I hope that some of you do it. And if you do make one, we hope you'll show us and send us pictures. You can always send us pictures at info@allegorygallery.com. You can tag us on social media. If you are someone who makes things and sells them through social media, if you tag us, we will generally share on our social media. So that gets you seen by more people probably, right? You hope so. So we're always, happy to do that, especially if you're working something that we've inspired you to do, or you're using beads or, gemstones or stringing materials or something that came from us. As long as we're involved, it's in some way, we will generally, if you tag us and we see it, we will generally share it, at least in our reels and stuff. So, and stories. In our stories, not usually in our reels, but in our stories. So we're happy to do that. Yeah, so I hope you're all, like I keep saying it, I hope you're doing well. I really do, because I talked to somebody today and, we hadn't seen them in a while and I didn't know why. And it ends up that they were suffering from some complications with cancer and ended up breaking their ankle as well. And just, a lot of things were going on in their lives. And we've thought about them from time to time, but we just haven't seen them in a while. And, sometimes we check up on people and, sometimes people just naturally, they just naturally float away for a while, right? I think it's just like any relationship or friendships, or, sometimes you hit it off really well and you're tight friends and everything's going well. And then sometimes you just drift apart for a while and then you see each other. And, that's the same thing with business. Sometimes, people come in and you see them almost every day. Almost every day they're in here for something new and they're getting something and they're really into it. And then as time goes on, you see them less and less, and they come in fewer and fewer times. And then suddenly they're not around much at all. And but you still think about them, right? And you still wonder what's going on. And you just normally, when we've been in business for almost 11 years doing the store stuff here. I've done a lot of retail and retail management and whatnot, but it's really, those things happen and people really get, really excited about a new project or a new hobby, which happens to us a lot. And then they're gone because they got excited, they did what they wanted to do, and then they're not excited, they moved on to something else. And that happens a lot. And you never know why people are gone. And that doesn't mean you don't think about them. You don't wonder how they're doing. And this person came in today and got to talk with them. And thankfully they're back. Things are going better. Cancer is gone for now, knock on wood. They're getting physical therapy for their ankle and things are okay. So hopefully we'll see them more often. They don't live very close, but it's still one of those things that you do. It's good to see people. It's good to catch up with people. And, it's really nice when you can form that kind of bond that people, the first thing, I was working with someone else and I finally, I wrapped that up and I got to see them and I didn't recognize them even at first because it was, I just wasn't in that. I was in that other mindset of like finding things. And I was saying hi to people coming in. And the first thing she asked, she said, "I just want a hug. Can I have a hug?" So it was really nice, So it's nice to see people. It's nice to catch up. And we know people float away and people come back and people get interested and then they get disinterested. People find other things too. So we never know. But it's always good to see old friends again, right? And so I hope, like I say, when I say I hope you're doing well, I mean that. I do hope you're all doing well out there. We value the time that we get to spend with you here. I know we don't always get a lot of time together, but we do value the time that we do have. And we thank you for being here with us and for being in this community that we're creating of people who make things and people who enjoy making things. And we like to spread the love and share the wealth when we can. So let's take a look at what we have in the online store for you to make other beautiful new things. All right, let me flip this camera around really quickly. And I'm at my different stand here. Let's move this down a little bit. You'll see that one cracked tile that we moved back here thinking no one would ever see it again, and now we see it in every video we do. All right, let's see. All right, where are we at here? Okay. So let's start with the pendants. How about it? Let's start with the pendants we added to the online store. We added these. Beautiful silver-plated pendants. These are pretty large, right? Pretty big. These kind of tree of life pendants. These are, I believe these were by Cynthia. And she did them as a design for another company to manufacture, Cynthia Thornton. So we have those. Those are now in the online store. And we have the gold counterpart in the online store as well. And these have a slightly different back. I kind of like these the way they are. Yeah, it's a really nice tree, right? Really nice tree. Just a nice pendant. Put it on a chain, be done. Put it on some leather, be done. It can be very easy if you want it to be. And then this is a Bob Burkett design that was sent. He did it for them to produce. It's kind of wave, this wave design. And we have that one in the online store we just added. And then we have two beautiful Labradorite pendants. And they have really nice flash to them. I think these are $20 each. Beautiful, really nice quality Labradorite. And these are bezel set with open backs so that you really get that light to shine through. If you didn't know, that's why sometimes your jewelry will have a cutout in the back of the bezel. If there is a bezel, you'll see a cutout. That is done, one, to keep the jewelry lighter. It also saves the manufacturer on silver costs, right? But also, it lets light through, which is the most important part. Now, sometimes you don't need that, but and a lot of Andrew's pendants, you don't need that because of the stones he uses. They're really nice and they grab enough light from the front. But in his earrings, if you saw his latest earrings, the pink sapphires, he did a cutout so that you could see the light. Because pink sapphires are one of those stones you definitely want to see light through if you can. And also it keeps the materials lighter for your ears. All right. Then next up, and I'm never going to be able to get these back in the bag again, so hopefully my helpers don't yell at me. We added some Irish waxed linen. So this is pink. Let me just show you. So this is Irish waxed linen. And I think this is the 4-ply. I think we bought the 4-ply. I think that's normally what we buy. So it's 4 strands kind of twisted together to make 1 strand. And this, I think it's, I don't know if it's 2 meters or 3 meters. It's in the description. I can't remember how long this is. And I don't want to unwrap this because it's done so nice, right? But these are in the online store. They are, I think it's 2 meters. I have a label here, 2 meters, and they're about $2. I think they're $2 a little bundle like this. Now this stuff is great because it's waxed. It kind of sticks to itself, which can be nice, and you can kind of flatten it out and you can kind of compress it a little bit. So depending on what you're making, people use this to do like macrame bracelets and things too. And it really holds its shape really well. And it's waxed, so it's protected a little bit from things, and it's easier to use for like bracelets and things that might, take a little bit more damage. So it's really nice, but you can also use this. Andrew was showing you how you can wrap that pendant he made yesterday in wire. You could also use something like this if you wanted to wrap it in colors. So you could use that and it would, you know, kind of wrap around and stick to itself. I have used this if I have a ring that's too big. You know, our hands shrink in the winter and swell in the summer because of, you know, water retention and moisture and all that good stuff. So a lot of people have like winter rings and summer rings. And if your summer ring and you want to wear it in the winter, but the ring is a little bit too big because your hand swells in the summer, I use this to wrap around the ring loop itself and kind of to make it smaller. So you can wrap this around the bottom of the ring loop and that builds it up a little bit in there so that you can wear your rings that are a little bit too big. Now, of course, you're going to see this wrapped around that, but I don't mind because it's on this side and I show my rings off on this side, right? But I use this a lot to do that for rings that maybe I really love a ring, but it's just slightly too big. Sometimes I'll still buy it and then I'll just use some of this to wrap around it and then it keeps its shape. So I'm not going to take these all out of the bags because there's a lot of bags, but I'm going to show you some of the colors. And the one here is just our reference internally for when you buy each color, it's skewed with a number. So I think all of our wax linen is 1543, and then we use 1543-2 if you choose this color, so that we make sure that we get you the color that you actually request. That's how we do it. If you were always wondering, like, how do they know? How do they know which exact color to give me? That's how we do it. When you order this color, we get a little note that says they ordered certain SKU number -2, and then we go to the bag 2 and we pull that from there. So there's that. We have some nice kind of burnt orange color. I love that color. You know, I love orange and green. There's a nice blue, baby blue. Here's another nice, even paler kind of powder blue. We have some brighter pinks. We have some lovely kind of lavender purple, kind of a brick orange here. Nice true red, kind of like that blue red color. I love that color red. This is, I think, brown. Then we have black. See, there's what I mean. 1543 and then -11 would be this color, for example. And then a nice, brilliant, limey kind of sorbet green. Another shade of purple, a darker purple. We have this kind of Victorian rose color. It's coming off a little brown on my screen. It's a little bit pinker than that. We have a slightly less dark. Here are those two oranges together. They probably look the same on camera, but they're just ever so slightly different. And then we have the green as well. All right. So that's the wonderful waxed linen we now have. Irish waxed linen we now have in the online store. I'm going to try and get these all back into the bag, but I'm definitely not as careful at repackaging things. Unless they're for you all, then I take all the time in the world to make. When I ship packages, it takes me about 3 times longer than anyone else because I like to make sure things are so secure. All right, and then the Sari Silk. So the Sari Silk is a frayed kind of silk made from actual saris that have been recycled, and it's dyed. So I'm just going to show you. There's one of them. And this one I am going to take out. And you can see, let's see if I can. So we have some beautiful Sari Silk. Miles said you should sell Swarovski beads. We are not technically allowed to call anything Swarovski anymore. They have stopped that. But if you do check out some of the past videos, we have sold them, and we do still have some in stock. So we definitely sell them. But now we call them European crystal, because we're not really allowed to name them Swarovski. We're not allowed to name them, we're not even allowed to say Austrian crystal anymore. They slap you with trademark issues. So we have to take them down. I have to actually change a lot of my online store descriptions at this point. We've started changing some over. I have to finish that. So this is Sari Silk. And I think, whoops, I'm just going to measure this since I have it undone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's about 6.5 feet. 6.5 feet. So about 3 meters or 2 meters, 2 yards of beautiful Sari silk. So that's just one of the designs, and I'm going to wind this back up, and then I'm going to show you the others. If I can get this wound back up right. It's been a while since I've done this. Okay. Put this back in this bag, but somehow they fit 3 or 4 of these in here. So Sari silk does have frayed edges, as you saw on that one. It also, that you may have seen, there's a knot on that one. So sometimes the lengths are tied together to make a full length. That's the way it comes to us. We don't do that, but it comes to us that way. So we just continue selling it that way. Most people do. We have this beautiful gray color. We have this kind of dark blue. I think we actually called this one black. Maybe that's the black, or maybe this is a dark blue. Nice dark gray. We have this kind of coppery color. Really like that color. It's a nice kind of yellow-green color, kind of brassy color. And then this beautiful vibrant pink. And I'm going to try and put these back in because they have everything numbered so well for me. Janice says, your packaging is awesome. Thank you. I try to make sure that no matter who's doing it, you know, I always want to pack things the way I would like to see my things packed when I order stuff. Because I think it's important that things arrive safely and they don't sound like, you know, I always hate to get a package and I shake it and you can hear things rattling. It makes me insane because I have anxiety. So I'm always worried that I'm going to open this and it's going to, before I even open the package, I'm thinking it's going to be broken. I'm going to have to figure out how to return this. I'm going to have to contact somebody. And I go through all that in my head before I actually even open it. And I hate to do that to people. So I try to make sure that anyone who's packing with us packages things so that they are, you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry when you get them. They sound secure. They feel secure. That's what I like. There's always a method to the madness, right? There's always a reason for something, I hope. And if you're an anxious person like me, you probably have many reasons for every single thing you do, right? we tend to make reasons for things because we overthink every single thing. So we've already thought of so many different problems that could happen because we've been through it ourselves, or our brain has been through it, imagining these things. So generally, when we do something a certain way, there's definitely a reason for it. And much of that reason is often just my anxiety coming to life. But if it's good for you all, then I don't mind, right? Sometimes it can be a force for good, the anxiety. Much of the time it is not. But I like to put a positive spin on it when I can. Janice says, I sometimes think my middle name is Anxious. Yes, I understand that. You probably get where I'm coming from, right? Here's this nice kind of vibrant orangey gold Sari Silk. I love these. I really do. Now, I should tell you as well, I think I made a post about it, but, or I talked about it. I can't remember. I think this is the actual black here. That's the black. The people that used to dye our Sari Silk for us have stopped. They've had some health issues. Again, health issues, unfortunately, and they are not making the Sari Silk for us anymore. So if you love these batches of Sari Silk that we have here, please, please do get them now, because once they are gone, we are not going to be able to get more from our suppliers. Now, we may find other suppliers. I hope we're able to find other suppliers that give us such a good deal on these as well, so that we can pass that on to you. But right now we have no one for this. So what we have is what we have. What we have is what we will have until we find someone else. So that's the Sari Silk for today. All right. And that, I believe, is my presentation for you today. My presentation. Look at me sounding official or something. That's what I have to show you today. How about that? So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found something you like. These are all at allegorygallery.com. Let me go ahead and put that up there for anybody who may be new, who hasn't bought from us before. We thank you for watching these videos with us. If you have a moment, please hit that share button. Please hit the thumbs up if you're on YouTube. Hit the like button if you're on, or the heart. The heart's even better. I like seeing the hearts on Facebook. Let me flip this camera back around. There we go. Hello. Got to wind the camera up. This tripod has a winder on it to wind up and down. It doesn't just move up and down. Okay, so I hope you're all doing well. I'll say it one last time. I hope you're all doing well. And I hope your week is going great. Our week is busy. We've been delayed on some things because of the weather, but what are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? You can't do much other than just enjoy it, right? I enjoy the snow. I like to look at it. It was very pretty. It was very pretty. It was also very windy. We had our car parked at Star Cottage Studio, and Andrew moved it to come home because he had to pick something up, and then he was going to go back. And luckily he moved the car because a huge limb came down right in where our car was parked. So, you know, thank goodness, you know, good energy, we're protected, right? That's what we like to believe. Keep that positive energy flowing. And so that was good news. The person who came over, we had a guest over, a friend we haven't seen in quite a long time, came over, and they were parked there and watched the limb fall. Thankfully, their car was back far enough that it didn't hit their car as well. So good energy for them too. And but otherwise, it was a really pretty time, and just windy and rainy and icy. We had everything. We had ice, we had rain, we had sleet, we had snow, we had hail. It was quite the past few days, and can't fight Mother Nature. No, you cannot. You cannot. Yeah. So what else? I think that's it. I think that's all that I've got for you all today. It was quick today. Like I've been talking for 40 minutes and I call that quick. Normally we're here for like an hour to 2 hours. So I feel guilty when I don't talk for 2 hours, but I do have to get on to doing other things so that I can get all the orders that some of you out there have waiting, so we can get those out the door for you. So I'm gonna go off and start doing some of my evening stuff that I gotta do, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. I'm going to be back tomorrow. I'll see you then. Tomorrow is Thursday. Andrew has his Pittsburgh trip usually on Thursday, so probably won't be seeing him on the live. Sometimes he pops in, but we'll figure out something to do. I don't know what we're going to do yet. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we're going to show you, but I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll show you some new fun things, okay? Have a wonderful evening. And if I don't see you, if you're off doing something for the rest of your week, have a good week. But hopefully we'll see you back here tomorrow. Remember, hit that like, hit that love, hit that share, hit that subscribe. We're down to like 60 some people only on YouTube. Help us. Subscribe to us on YouTube so we can get up to 1,000 so we can start making ad money from all those ads they're already putting in our videos. They're putting them there. I just don't get anything for it. Somebody else does. The big corporations do. I don't. So please help us get there, hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, and we can work on getting monetized on YouTube. That would be lovely. That would be lovely. All right. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Bye, everybody.